Some of the generic gestures that are available in some applications like Safari and Preview are, apart from scrolling, you have the ability to pinch to zoom in or to zoom out. I'm pushing or I'm touching my trackpad with two fingers, my index and my thumb, and I'm spreading them apart. And as you can see here, in this case, Safari is actually zooming in. So this is one of the many gestures that are available. Now, to zoom out, what you have to do, or what you can do, it's the same way that you would do it on an iPhone or an iPad, where you have two fingers that are separated and then you pinch together. You just join them together and it'll zoom in, or rather zoom out actually, so you can see more of the screen. Now, in Safari, you have the ability to double tap with two fingers, and Safari will intelligently zoom in to that specific area that you're double tapping. Let me see if I can show you another better example. Let me zoom in to this bottom part here by double tapping. And you can see here, double tapping just focuses wherever the mouse is. And double tapping takes you back to be able to zoom out to 100%. So those are some of the typical sort of gestures that you have available in Safari. Now let me jump back, or rather jump to Preview, where some of these gestures are available, and Preview really takes another level, this whole concept of the gestures. In this case, this is a typical regular window with Preview where you can scrub or swipe up and down to go up and down into the list of pages. Same thing, we have the ability to pinch to zoom. And once you're zoomed in with two fingers, you can scroll through, and you can see here as I do this, the scroll bars appear on the side and at the bottom. So I'm pushing the trackpad with two fingers, and the page moves in the direction that I move the two fingers. So in this case, I'm pushing down and left, and you can see here how the window is sort of pushing down and left. Now, if I push right and down, the paper or the page seems to go into that direction. So it feels like you're actually interacting with a physical document. Now, to zoom out, it's the same idea. You can take the two fingers and then pinch together, or join the two fingers together to zoom in. Now, we'll talk more about full screen applications later, but let me take Preview full screen for this particular PDF, because once you're in full screen, then these gestures for navigating through the PDF, especially if it's a multi-page PDF, become really, really cool. So if you swipe sideways, you can see how I'm navigating through the pages, and Preview shows me down here, I'm now on page 4, now I'm on page 5, and if you swipe from left to right, it takes you back into, and I'm going back in the pages, now I'm on page 3. Now, it's not only left and right, you can also go up and down, and it's the same idea. It's advancing through the pages depending on the direction that you push your fingers on the trackpad. So let me just go back, and in this case, I'm pushing from top to bottom, and as you can see, the page comes from top to bottom too. So the animation happens in the same direction as you're actually swiping through the trackpad with the two fingers. And same thing, if you pinch, it actually zooms in, or rather, if you join two fingers together, it allows you to see more. If you spread the two fingers, you actually get to zoom. And with the two fingers swiping at the same time, you can move the window, or you can move the paper on the screen. At least that's how I sort of visualize this animation happening. So there you go. The gestures are a really fantastic way of navigating through the different applications and through your different content. That's why I was saying that gestures are great for consuming content and for navigating content. There are a number of applications that are gesture aware, and the more applications that they become gesture aware, they become really, really cool and very easy to interact and to navigate with them. So let me just exit full screen, and we'll talk about full screen applications, and we'll talk about mission control that also takes advantage of this whole gesture very, very dramatically. So we'll talk about those things in a different video.